mwen fèt dans yon bel ti pays krele Haïti, kote ki gen belle femme, bel soleil, belle mer et surtout bon compa compa.
Good evening, YouTubers. My name is Sandra and I am about to show you how to make Haitian black rice. It's actually called Djon-Djon, and some people tend to use lima beans and cashews. Well, my family and my friends, they like the green sweet peas that I put in it, and I have the Djon-Djon. I have about 2.5 cups of black mushrooms. It's called the Djon-Djon, and I have 2 cups of sweet peas, and I'm going to make 2.5 cups of rice. That typically feeds a family of 6 to 7 people. Okay, so let's start off with the Djon-Djon, right? The black mushrooms, and I'm going to show you how to get the black water that you need to start the process. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and turn the oven on, and I'm going to pour 4 cups of water into the pot. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour the 2.5 cups of Djon-Djon in the pot. Okay, and I typically use alkaline water because it's much healthier for you. And then what I typically do as well, see, there's some more in here, but I want it all out into the pot. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse this out and put it in the water so the black rice, the Djon-Djon, can boil. So what I'm doing is I'm stirring it and then I'm pouring it out to make sure that all of it is in there. And so I'm going to go ahead and stir it and then wait till this boils. So this will take about 20 minutes to boil. And then once it boils, I will strain the Djon-Djon to use the water. The water is what makes the rice dark. Okay? All right, stay tuned. Okay, we're back. So now this has been boiling for a good 10 minutes, and now that it's done boiling, I will need to strain this because you don't want all this in your rice. I mean, it's not going to taste good. So you want to strain all this, and then you will need to use a strainer. So I'm going to strain the black mushroom, and then I will use the water to make my rice. Okay, so what I did, I strained the mushroom, right? And my daughter just showed me a trick. She showed me if I use paper towels in the strainer, it works more efficiently, which it did, because sometimes when you're straining the black mushroom, it tends to leave a lot of dirt behind. So I have to keep draining it, keep straining it. But when I use the paper towel, all I had to do was strain it one time, and then I was able to get the water that I need for my black mushroom rice. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse the pan out. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start that off. And wait until it dries, and then I'm going to pour 2.5 tablespoons of olive oil as soon as this dries. Now what you do, you pour the oil into the pan, Then you wait till it warms up just a tad bit. Once that is warmed up, then you go ahead and add your sweet peas into the pan. And while I'm waiting for that to warm up, I have 3 pieces of garlic that I'm going to put in my pilon. This is called a pilon. I don't know what it's called in English, but in Haiti, it's called pilon. All right, so I'm going to smash that with a little bit of cloves. Now, I don't typically like to cook with the whole clove in my rice because it tastes a little, it gives a bad taste. So it typically leaves the rice amer. It's called amer, right? But once again, I don't know how to say that in English, but just this flavor is so strong. So I'll take about 3 pieces of clove and put it in the pilon. Let's make it 4 pieces of clove and put it in the pilon. My hands are clean. And then I will go ahead and pile the garlic and the clove. You have to do it. Some may fall out, like mine just did. Okay, so that's getting a little warm. So while you do that, you go ahead and put the sweet peas in there. Okay, it's nice and warm. You pile the épices. Épices is your seasoning, right? And then I take my spoon, scrape it, and put it in, mix this in here. And I stir it really well. It smells so good, guys, already. I can't wait to have some. You stir it in. And then now is when you add on all the seasonings. I will have the list of the seasonings I use below. So right now I will put a little bit of thyme in here. I don't typically measure. I measure to taste. Put some thyme. Even though I put garlic in there, I still like to add just a little bit of garlic powder. Adobo. The with pepper, all-purpose seasoning. Just add a little bit to that. Add a little bit of parsley. Once again, sometimes, you know, we put everything together. We blend it all. It's called épices. But I will show you how to blend the épices. But right now, I ran out of my blended épices, so I'm just going to do it like this way. Okay? Turn it up just a tad bit. And then I add complete seasoning, Sazon. Just add a little bit of this to it as well. And then I'll add Maggi. This is chicken noir, chicken flavor bouillon. So then I'll just put a little bit of this in there. And then I'll stir it. Lower the fire just a tad bit. I'm gonna let this cook. You want the seasoning to marinate in the peas, so when you taste it, It could be very flavorful and it could taste really, really good too. Okay, so once this is done, oh, and I have my 2 cups of rice. My rice, you have to wash your rice, guys. Always wash your rice, okay? It's very important. So my rice is already washed. And I have my water here. So now this is ready. So since this is ready, I'm going to go ahead and pour my mushroom water. Okay. Then you wait until this boils. Then you stir it just a little bit. And then you can taste it to make sure that it's seasoned well. So what I do is I take a little bit of this, blow, and then put it on my hand, and then I taste it. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, so we're gonna wait for this to boil. Once this boils, then I will add my rice, okay? Once again, this is 4 cups of water and 2 cups of rice. That's what I'm gonna make, 2 cups of rice tonight. All right, so we're gonna wait for this to boil. Just wanna taste it one more time, make sure it's good. All right, let me taste this. Mes amis, ça bon. That means that's good. I'm really excited. All right, so then you pour your rice. Make sure you want to get as much of the rice as you can. Got this bowl from Target, if you're wondering. Oh, that bowl is cute. Where'd you get that bowl from? Got it from Target on clearance. Okay. Now I poured my rice in there. Now once again, make sure you wash your rice, okay? Wash it in a strainer. And so now I stir my rice in. Okay, stir the rice because you don't want it sticking. Okay, so once you stir the rice in, you wait until there's like hardly, you don't see any water on top, and then you simmer your rice. And I will show you what that means. But right now, you let it boil, and I tend to lower the fire because I don't like the bottom of my rice to get burnt. I really like gratin. Gratin is the bottom of the pan of the rice where it gets cooked really, really well and it becomes a little hard. I like it, but my family doesn't like it. So I'm going to lower it just a little bit more, and then I'm going to wait for the water to evaporate. Once the water evaporates, then you cover it. Okay, so once again, these are the seasonings that I use. I use complete seasoning, nor, parsley, adobo, garlic powder, but I will leave everything on the bottom for you. Some thyme and some clove and garlic and olive oil. All right, so we're gonna wait for this to simmer down, and then I will show you the next steps on what you should do. Now it is ready to simmer. So I am going to fluff up the rice just a tad bit, lower the fire, and then I'm just gonna, you know, kind of move the rice just a little bit so it won't stick. You know, kind of do it like that. By the way, this is jasmine rice. I use jasmine rice for this tonight. Okay. And then once I do that, see the water is just, it cooked all the way down. So I do that, lower my fire, and then put the lid on it. Okay. And this will take about 20 to 30 minutes to cook. It all depends on how hot your pot is and how well you like it cooked. So it'll take me about it'll take this about 20 to 30 minutes to cook. Okay, then I will show you the end results. Okay, so this has been cooking for about 20 to 25 minutes, and I tasted it and it is ready to go. It is so good. You will enjoy it. And I went on and put the rice on a plate, and it's ready. It's so good, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. C'est fini. Au revoir. Ciao.